In my last video, I was sharing with you important tips on what are all the ways in which you can improve your child's handwriting or make them interested in writing, and offered you with most important activities on the same. If you have not watched that video, in the description we have given you the link. Kindly go and watch it because this video is a continuation of the last video. In this video, we are going to discuss about how to help your child write faster so that they can complete their exam papers on time, and at the same time help your child write faster without making any errors in that. Myself Rohini, your natural frequency parenting coach. As I already pointed out, writing faster without making errors, because many parents have questioned me, ma'am, my child is actually writing, but he is writing with a lot of mistakes. How can I overcome that? We initially have the problem of child not writing. Once when the child is not properly writing, once when the child is writing properly, then what happens is there is a lot of errors in the spellings or errors in the sentence formations or errors in leaving space in between the words. So let us focus on two important things. One is fast writing and how to improve the errors in that writing. In this video, I'll be sharing with you some of the important practical tips, so don't forget to watch till the end. Number one, how can I help my child write faster? For making your child write faster means you have to make your child complete a task of writing 4 to 5 pages within 20 minutes, within 30 minutes. In that way, we have to create a task which is time bound. That will help the child prepare the mind that I have to finish a task within the timeline. And this timeline based activity has to be regularly practiced on a daily basis, especially clubbed with another activity on a day. Like for example, in the last video I pointed out, after finishing my breakfast, I will do writing. After finishing my playtime, I will do writing. So in that way, first the writing activity has to be looped with one daily based activity, and that has to be practiced on a daily basis. Once that has been done, then what you can do is writing activity combined with a timeline has to be practiced. You can take a timer in a mobile, put it for 30 minutes and ask the child on a first day, write 3 pages, taking each page 10 minutes. So what the child will do is, first the child will start writing with a movement where it can finish it before 30 minutes. Next day again you can give the task, I will give you now 20 minutes. You can write the same 3 pages within that 20 minutes time. Sometimes the child takes 25 minutes, but that is okay. The child has improved from 30 to 25 minutes, but the ultimate task is to finish the 3 pages within 20 minutes. So in a couple of days, again the child will finish the 3 pages in 20 minutes. According to the age parameter, the parent should also be aware of that fact that a 6-year-old child cannot write those 3 pages in 20 minutes, whereas an 8 years or 9 years old child can write it. So based on the age parameter, parents should also keep in mind 8 years to 10 years old children can write the 3 pages within 10 minutes, and for children from 11 to 12 years, they can write those 3 pages within 15 minutes as well. But children below 8 years or 7 years, they will take little more longer time, and we need not pressurize them to write within the timeline because exams are something which has to be kept away from those children. So the children between 8 to 12 years have to be practiced with a lot of fast writing because they are being exposed to a lot of exams. Now coming to rectifying the errors in writing. Many of the parents, whenever the child finishes the writing, they take and start correcting the child that you have made a mistake here. This is not correct. There is no space. You have left it. In that way, we start pointing out the corrections on the writing. First of all, you have to stop correcting your child, and what you have to do is instead make the child correct themselves. Whenever a child is finishing their handwriting activity, ask the children to take the notebook or take the book from there they have seen and written and ask them to make corrections. And whenever they make a spelling mistake, they are supposed to take another color pencil or another color pen and point it out and write the correct answer above. In that way, when the children start writing their own mistake, they became aware of what are all the mistakes that they are doing. Here, parents make a mistake wherein which they start correcting the child. So what happens is you become aware of the child's mistake, but the child is not aware of what mistakes the child is doing. Now you have to delegate that activity of correcting to the child so that they become aware of their mistakes regularly and start rectifying it. And this will create a wonderful change in their writing process itself, because they will correct their spelling mistakes or correct their handwriting way of writing when they start correcting themselves. Correcting themselves is the most important actionable plan which a parents can help the child in correcting any of the repeated mistakes that the children is doing regularly. So these are the two important points that I told you about. Fast writing is regularly practicing writing with a timeline. Rectifying the errors help the child to correct themselves by seeing the fair book, and help them do this activity repeatedly so that within a week's time you will see a lot of spelling mistakes getting rectified. In this video, I have pointed out two important problems of writing. But you may have more problems with your children when they are writing. You may see in a pattern of writing and you don't know how to rectify it. If you have any doubts on your child improvement in writing, then put all those doubts in the comment box. We are here to help you. Myself, Rohini, your natural frequency parenting coach.